Previously, we have talked about hypothesis testing on one population parameter, and it's usually referring to the mean of the population if it is represented by the sample mean. This time, we will now deal into two population parameters, wherein we have two populations. This is population 1 and this is population 2. And from each population, we got sample A, and here is sample B. And of course, from each sample, we have a respective mean and we have our respective standard deviations. So, if we're going to compare these two, we will be able now to compare the entire populations. That's why we're going to have a hypothesis test on two population parameters. Now, doing hypothesis test on two population parameters will be divided into whether the populations are independent of each other or the populations are dependent of each other. Are dependent of each other. So what do we mean when we say independent or dependent? For example, we really have two separate populations, population 1, population 2, and in no way are they actually related. They are independent of each other. However, if we're talking about the population, say for example, this is population. There's only one population, and we're only actually going to compare two sets of data from the same people. Usually this is before and after, or the same group of people or the same respondents that will compare their weekdays versus weekends, but same set of people, and so on. That's why they are dependent, because this is actually only from one data set. Whereas here, we have actually from two data sets. Sets. So there you go. So those are the main two population parameter tests that we will use. And all of them, we will be using t-test, which means we're going to use again the t-distribution. And why is that? Because whether or not these populations are big or small, the t-distribution can be used to at least approximate normal distribution. So, if the populations are large enough, then the t-distribution will really approximate the normal distribution. If it's not big enough or smaller than 30, then the t-distribution itself will be enough, as it has similar properties to the normal distribution. So, in the next video, we're going to see how we apply the t-tests on two population parameters.